What's going on, guys? Get1230 here with episode 37 of GTA 5 Talk, and today's topic is going to be all about gangs in Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, this is a topic that I've been getting submitted to me for really months now, and I've been doing other stuff before, but I figure, hey, it's finally about time that we get around to gangs in GTA 5, so that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So, as we all know, gangs play a very large role in the Grand Theft Auto universe. You know, since the game kind of revolves around crime and violence and all that, gangs really have a large influence on the game and the storyline, and things that you do throughout the game. Ever since the first days of Grand Theft Auto, I can remember playing GTA 3, driving through Chinatown, and the triads would be shooting at me. Fun little side note, when I played that game, I was, maybe 10 or something, and I actually used to avoid Chinatown because that, driving through there actually freaks me out. Even though it's just a video game, and it's just, some computer-generated NPCs shooting at you, I just avoided Chinatown because I did not like getting shot at and almost killed by these triads. And other side note, I also was afraid to fight Bowser in the original Nintendo 64. Granted, I was 6, but okay, that's all off topic. Anyways, I feel like gangs didn't play as large of a role in Grand Theft Auto 4 as they did in previous Grand Theft Autos. Like in San Andreas, gangs were a very big part of the game. Then in 4, I feel like that was really toned down. But now going back into Grand Theft Auto 5, gangs are coming back. So that's what we're going to talk about right now. First off, pretty much the most famous gang, in my opinion, in the Grand Theft Auto story is, of course, the Grove Street Gang. Now, so far, we know that Franklin is definitely associated with the Grove Street Gang, and they still hold that rivalry between the Dibalas as they did in the previous game, San Andreas, It should also be noted that different gangs drive different cars. The Grove Street Gang, for example, drive the Buffalo, Manana, Emperor, and 60s muscle cars, things like that. So here in the screenshot, you can see some of the gang members standing in front of this wall that they have tagged with their graffiti, showing their gang signs and things like that, and you can see here also that the color of their gang is green. So that is kind of the one that Franklin's going to be associated with, but moving onward. We are looking at the Lost Motorcycle Club. Now, obviously, this is a motorcycle gang, and it's also confirmed that they're in the game as well. As you can see in this screenshot here, they have their logo spray painted or tagged on this fence in the background here. And as you can see, it's looking pretty good. Nice, vibrant, beautiful emblem, and so that tells you that they are also in the game. They're going to be one of the rival gangs, and like I said, they're a biker gang, so they're probably going to be out more in the Blaine County area, more of a rough crowd. They're not like an inner city gang, kind of like the Grove Street Gang. They're going to be more of like the biker gang that's riding the zombies, the Hell Fury, the Hexer, all those choppers, basically. Up next, we are looking at Dibalas, the rival gang of the Grove Street Gang. Now, they can be seen fighting enemies in green clothing during Franklin's character trailer, so that kind of shows you that the feud is still ongoing, obviously, and they're still going strong. Now, bear in mind that Franklin and Lamar are members of the Grove Street Gang, and obviously, they are not going to get along with Dibalas, so you can expect some conflict in the storyline, some rivalry going on here. It's a lot of shootouts, drive-bys, things like that, and that'll make for some really nice action as we progress through the storyline. And lastly is a gang that we really don't know much about at this point. This is the gang called The Hills. And all we really know about them at this point is that they're located in south central section of Los Santos. Now, The Hills seems to be a play on the real life gang, the Crips, but other than that, nothing's really known about the color that the gang represents or anything. So at this point, it's really unclear who they're going to be allies with and who they're going to be enemies with. We don't know how they will be associated with Grove Street or the Ballas or anything like that, or the other biker gang. We really don't know at this point. All we see is this graffiti tagged on the wall in one of the trailers, and that tells us that this is, of course, another one of the gangs in Grand Theft Auto 5. So these 4 that I've shown you this far are the 4 that we know for sure in the game. Now, there may or may not be more in the game. I'm assuming there will be, but these are the 4 that we know about for sure. So I really look forward to seeing how gang life in GTA 5 turns out. We've got a month and 3 weeks left, and I'm really hoping that we see a lot more cool gangs, because it adds a cool dynamic. It adds conflict, it adds rivalry, and twists in the plot, things like that. You can never have too many gangs in a Grand Theft Auto game. So guys, tell me in the comments below, what do you think of gangs in GTA 5? Which ones would you like to see return, and which ones would you like to see axed? I don't know, how do you feel about the whole topic in general? So guys, with that, that wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.